I want to share another satsang that I hope I didn't miss anything. And I want to say one thing. You know Maharaj, you know everybody. Go anywhere your heart tells you to. I don't know the language. I don't know anyone. These are nonsense. You know Guruji, you know everybody. I have to say, I didn't have a phone. I was just living 21 days without a phone. When I came home, I had Wi-Fi. That's the access I had. But otherwise, I didn't speak a word. But I knew in my heart that Maharaj is there, and I don't need anybody. So one day I ended up being on a road that I had no idea which way to go. There was three ways, and I was like, I didn't know a soul. I didn't know. I don't have a map. I don't have anything. I don't know what to say to anyone. Like, I want to go to this place. Suddenly, I just closed my eyes and I was like, Maharaj, I know you're with me. And I'll tell you, a girl manifested right behind me. There was just no way. No, I mean, there was nothing behind me. Nothing behind me. Where could she come from? A girl manifested, and she spoke English, which is very, very odd where I was. This time, Maharaj put me in the local place, not the tourist area. I lived like a local, true, simple life, very simple life. And I took the bus. I did everything like a local would do. And Maharaj told me, because I was Costa Rican in one of my previous lifetimes, and again, many lives, many masters. This will get, when you read the book, it'll get confirmed. So a girl manifested right beside me, and she said, I just said to her, I need to go to this place, and she said, you have to take the taxi this way. Don't worry, I'll come with you. Who does that? And especially in this country where a dollar is like huge. It's like $100 for them. And she said, don't worry about it. I'll take you. She got on the cab. She made sure she drops me off, and then they did a U-turn and went. Before I left the cab, I suddenly looked at her, and these words just came out, that you are an angel. I know you're an angel. I just knew that. I knew she was in a human body. I knew she was godly. That's all I knew. I just said it to her. Thank you, angel. Left the car, went into the house. My Wi-Fi becomes active the moment I come to the house. The first code, and no other day, but that day, a Sangat from India sends me a code and says, when Maharaj is with you, he places many angels around you. His ways. Another satsang I have of travel. Um, it was in, I believe, end of 2020. Yes, Maharaj said, "Son, go to Dubai." I got up early in the morning. Maharaj said, "Go to Dubai." And I have to say, these travels are happening in pandemic. So, if anything, it's just, it's incredible. There are no limits. There's no pandemic for Maharaj. None of this exists. Vaccination, no vaccination. And remember that everywhere in the world right now, you have to be vaccinated to travel. Maharaj made Costa Rica without that law. Every country around, US, if you travel, anywhere you go, India, I can't travel because I'm not vaccinated. Well, Maharaj can change that if he wants. But only when he said go to Costa Rica, he made sure that that country does not have that law. I just had to do a PCR test before I traveled, which was perfect. So much shukrana. How he, if again, for whatever Maharaj wants you to do, he will provide everything necessary for that task to be done. Flow in life. Flow. Don't worry about anything. Don't worry, because if you worry, this is not my word, if you worry, you have no faith in Guruji. Everything is in his control. That's what in the divine book of Many Lives, Many Masters, it says, nothing is in your control. And the beginning of the book starts with, everything happens for a reason. At the time when it happens, you do not have the insight or the foresight to know why. But when the time is right, you'll understand. Myself, I went through a heartbreak this year. At the time, I didn't understand it. Oh my God, when the curtain is lifted, you understand. You understand why you went through what you went through, and you become so grateful to Maharaj. Maharaj says, go to Dubai. Okay, Maharaj, if you want to, again, you listen to your intuition, but you go to Maharaj only if you're doubtful with anything, and only to him. So, Maharaj, is it you that wants me to travel to Dubai? 2 days later, I get up from bed, call Anita. Call Anita. The first word that she said was, Jai Guruji, come to Dubai. That was my confirmation. I traveled to Dubai. Again, for anything Guruji wants you to do, the financial was provided by Maharaj. Everything was provided by Maharaj. Everything. Gets me the ticket. I go to Dubai. 3 days in, 4 days in Dubai, I've seen Sangat, I'm sharing Satsang, but we're not really able to go places because of the pandemic, and I'm going to Guruji. My logic kicked in. Guruji, why? And if you notice, there's a Satsang that I shared with Guruji, with Anita Kumar, that it's recorded, it's on YouTube. I'm constantly touching my head and my hair. I know, I have that trait, but I had such a headache. I had such a bad headache in that recording. I can't even tell you, my head was pounding. And I was in this, like, why am I here? Like, it was constant chatter here. And then anyway, Maharaj tells me one day that trip was booked from, I think, 21st of December till January the 6th, 2021. Then Maharaj one day says, after those recordings, says, son, change your ticket. You're returning back on 30th. There's a 30 number with me. I don't know what it is, but with Guruji. Return on 30th of December and go earlier. And I was like, Maharaj, if you want me to, you just let me know. You just confirm, I know you will confirm. I've learned to how to talk to Maharaj, Shukrana to his grace. He's taught me not to say, show me or send me a sign. I know that you will send me a sign. I know you will confirm. I know for whatever you want me to do, you will confirm it. You will send me that in your timing. That faith, that knowing that you have is also given by Maharaj. So I know that you'll confirm. And then I just reached out to a friend of mine in Toronto, and I said, can you see if there's a flight from Dubai to Toronto on the 30th? This person, of course, Guruji, booked the flight, not coming back and saying, yeah, son, there is a flight. Just booked it. Guruji books the flight. Now I'm saying, how do I tell Sangat in Toronto, in Dubai, that I'm leaving early? And I don't even know why I'm leaving on that day, but Maharaj has said it, and the flight is booked. So Satvachan. And so I sat with Anita the next day, and I said, Anita, I believe Guruji is asking me to leave earlier. She was like, no way, no, are you kidding? Your physical birthday is January 8th. If anything, you're actually going to stay more. You're not returning earlier. You're not returning on January 6th. You're in fact returning later, after your birthday. We want to celebrate your birthday here. And I was like, whatever Guruji says. Then I told her to keep it between us, but then, of course, as Sangat, we're family. We all shared it with everyone, and I had like so many people telling me, "Are you crazy? No, you just got here. You're leaving only 9 days in Dubai? No way!" And so, everyone was talking. Everyone. We were in the living room in Sia's house in Dubai, and I just said, "Everyone, stop." It was not me. I will only go to Guruji. I will only listen to Guruji. So Guruji wants to know, it's like I don't want to say testing you. He wants to see if you've got your lesson, He doesn't, and in that moment, if he knows that you got it, he doesn't, time doesn't exist for him to wait 2 hours, 2 days later to bless you. Instantly, he does. And instantly he did. Suddenly, Sia, the Sangat who Maharaj blessed us to stay in her home, Anita and I, her phone rings, and it's an uncle from Dubai talking to her, and I just see Sia just look on the phone and just staring at me, and her mouth is like that. And we're thinking something horrible has happened. Something, and we're like, what's wrong? What's wrong? Is everything okay? And then she was like, Uncle, can you please say this in English, and can I please put it on speakerphone? And then Uncle was like, why, Auntie? And she was like, please just do this for Guruji and us. Just please, you have no idea what just happened right now. And so she places it on speakerphone, and Uncle says, Kiran Uncle says, Auntie, um, fine, I'll say it in English. I don't know why Guruji has asked me to call you, but I have a surgery in Toronto, and uh, I'm flying with Emirates, and my surgery is on this date, but I must return on December 30th to Toronto, and I really need someone to travel with me. I really need someone to travel with me. I don't know why I'm calling you, but do you know anyone that traveling to Toronto on December 30th? And we were all like, Jai Guruji Maharaj, Jai Guruji Maharaj. I had never witnessed people screaming at me to going an instant to the other way, saying, Jai Guruji Maharaj, go, go. This is why Maharaj has sent you here. This is why. For Uncle. So I didn't know Uncle. Nobody knew anything of anything. Nobody knew Uncle had a surgery. I've never met this Uncle in this physical life. I met him on that flight. I met him at the airport. And Shukrana to Maharaj, he blessed me to be in service to him in this form. And, I have to say, Maharaj knows what you want to experience, and he will bless you in his unexpected, unimaginable way. When I was going to Dubai, I was passing economy class. I was going to economy class, but I had to pass business class on Emirates. And as you guys know, it's a beautiful Shukrana to Guruji. It's what Guruji has created is beautiful, no matter where, economy, business, it's none of these things. Um, and we're truly living first class with Maharaj. But when I was passing business class, I saw children sitting comfortably in these seats, comfortably. And I literally said, Maharaj, thank you for the abundance. Look at the shift of perception he blesses. This is also him. From being jealous, from being, feeling like, how come I don't have? He blesses you with such wisdom that you have Maharaj. Forget business class and first class, whatever this is. You have Maharaj. You don't want nothing. But he sees everything. Again, many lives, many masters. Every feeling, every desire, every look, every pause, every emotion, every conversation, it's all recorded. All recorded. This is why Maharaj says, I see everything. It's written in the Divine Light. I see everything. Don't ask. I will give what you need. So what happened? Maharaj saw that I was noticing his abundance, his blessings and grace for these children. And I just passed and I was like, Shukrana that they have this space, to travel. Shukrana that this is available for your children. And I went to my economy, sitting like this, but I didn't care. And so I got to Dubai. This satsang happened. And guess what the uncle said, Kiran Uncle? Whoever comes and travels with me, I have to take her on business class. I have to take her on business class because for the condition that I'm in, I need the extra space in business class. So she also has to travel in business class. So Maharaj, what do I say? What do I say? How he blessed me to experience, that was something that he noticed that my child wants to experience. But it wasn't asking, it's like you don't even need to do nothing. You don't need to do nothing. So that is the Dubai satsang, and I wanted to share these recent satsangs. There is so much. There is one more that I'll share. I've shared this before on YouTube. One day Maharaj told me, son, seva is not limited to coming to Baramandir and cleaning Baramandir. Because in Baramandir, you see garbage on the floor, you see anything. It's not garbage, but you pick it up. You see empty glasses, you pick it up. Somebody needs help, you run to them. But when we come, so Guruji said, it's not about Baramandir, it's about outside. When you are outside, are you doing the same thing? So I was living in an area that it was beer bottles everywhere, water bottles everywhere. And Guruji knows my intention is not, because as he says, whatever you do, the left hand shouldn't, nobody should know, but he knows my intention. That's all that matters. It's a satsang. One day Maharaj told me, go and clean your area. It's full of, this is my seva. Imagine it's Baramandir, go clean it. And I go out, I think 8, 9 huge black garbage bags later. And suddenly, after I sent a prayer and I said, Guruji Maharaj, Shukrana for blessing me to do this seva. Shukrana. Because I visualized Baramandir and I'm doing this, for Maharaj. And suddenly, as I said that, I look down and I see a balloon that says, a piece of a balloon that says Jai Guruji at that moment. And this was a part of a balloon. So a year before this incident, wintertime, we had our first satsang in this house. And we had balloons that we'd written Jai Guruji. But the balloons disappeared. But so we never went after them, and how everything disappeared, but only Maharaj's name in one of the balloons, and that was him blessing and, um, you know, blessing where I was, the seva, basically just showing his presence. And this was what I saw on the ground, the last thing, and of course I kept it, and it's his holy name. I think I've shared quite a bit. I think I've reached the hour, but just to say, um, you know, Shukrana, just Shukrana. We are protected. Maharaj, those words that he said to my grandma, we are here to protect you. And how Maharaj guided my grandma to say this to my mom and one of my aunts before she left her body. That the holy being that used to manifest in front of her talked to her, and the only words he uttered was, we are here to protect you. And for 3 years I was wondering, who's we? Maharaj, I only know you. uh, you know who's we? This question was always on my mind. Maharaj, again, patience and timing. He knows when to answer you, and the answer will come in his timing. 3 years later, when I open Many Lives, Many Masters, it's written there that it says, the masters, we are here to bless, we are here to protect. And how he confirmed that, in fact, of course it's Maharaj, but he has different channels. He has the angels, and a lot of people refer to them as archangels and different gods and goddesses, and they're all there to protect us. He has his, he has them like protecting you, bodyguards all around you. But of course, as he says, we only have to connect to Maharaj. And once we connect to Maharaj, we're connected to all. He is, he'll always will be, he was. And by connecting to the divine light, we're connecting to all. So when you bow to Maharaj, you're bowing to everyone. So much Shukrana. I think these are the satsangs that I remember so far. Every day is a satsang. The fact that I'm breathing is a satsang of its own. Um, I'll share this, that your suffering is the biggest blessing by Maharaj, is the biggest blessing. The heart phases of your life, in fact, how he changes our perception, that's the true blessing. Maharaj blessed me to be heartbroken this year. It was someone that I absolutely loved, and more than ever, I have to say, because my relationship with Maharaj started, and the love is so pure, and you have this different mentality when you love another human being, especially as a partner. And I truly loved this person without any conditions. It didn't matter uh, what or who, or it didn't matter. But Maharaj gives his daughters to his chosen ones, and a lot of people I know are going through this today. That a lot of hardship in the relationship and things. And I remember when the relationship broke off. Um, I didn't know why Maharaj is breaking this relationship off. Of course, it was through this relationship that he taught me never to ask for anything, because I was in Baramandar. I've shared this, I'm not going to go so much into it. I was in Baramandar in 2018 and saying, Guruji, bless me with this certain person, and he taught me to never do that. But also he blessed it to me. He could have not given it to me, but he knew that I had to go through that because I had certain karma. And later I realized, because of the dreams that he had shown me, it was past lifetimes with this certain person, and the debt has to be paid. But remember, I shared that it's not just debts that you owe to other people, but it's also debts that you owe to yourself. So when this relationship ended, I didn't understand. It's just nothing made sense. I didn't do anything wrong. I mean, I did everything that I could to my ability and beyond that, actually. Um, and Shukrana, whatever we do for him. And but it didn't make sense. And Maharaj broke it off. And so one day I sat with Guruji. I was howling. I was hurt. I was really hurt. And I said, Maharaj, why did this happen? And then suddenly that night, he shows me a dream of a past lifetime. He shows me a dream that I walked into a house. I opened the shower, the washroom of this house, the bathroom, and I saw a woman. So this was my house. I was in a relationship with this person in my past lifetime, but this person had a woman in our, let's be truthful, he was cheating with another woman. And it was in this dream, it was another woman in the and I walked in and I was like, it was so vivid, such a vivid dream. And the Maharaj told me that this happened in a past lifetime, this same learning. And I didn't understand, like, what cheating, like, this person didn't. This is one of the biggest satsangs of my life. And so anyway, a couple of days later, I'm sitting. I usually sleep around 10:30 at night. A couple of days later, Maharaj says, son, get up, go, drive to his house. And this was a house that we shared, and it was just a couple of weeks that we were separated, but the gentleman was still in touch with me. He would message me, especially during Guruji's birthday, because I consider Maharaj's birthday also the day that I was given life. So I consider that day my birth as well. But of course, all celebrations are for Maharaj. And he kept messaging me, and he apologized for things that had happened. So, we were so full of his love that we want to just share. We don't hold on to grudges, Shukrana to him. This is all him. So it was no feelings of resentment or nothing. I was heartbroken because of what Maharaj had done. I didn't understand it. But Maharaj was trying to show me something that I didn't understand at that time. So this person came back and with a bouquet of flowers saying, let's go back, forgive me, let's forget it. But Maharaj had a different plan. One night I'm sitting after I had that dream. Then Guruji says, get up and go. And it was like 10 o'clock. I'm like, Guruji, I sleep at 10:30. Like, get up and go where? Get up. He gave me a vision of sitting behind the wheel and driving, vivid vision. He takes you from where you are to a different dimension, to the future dimension. I saw myself. Moments later, I came, sat behind the wheel, and actually that happened in physical life. I drove to the house thinking in my logical mind, in my limited mind, that my foolish mind, thinking that Guruji wants to put us together. Like, this is his way of saying forgive, forget, move forward, love, not understanding that I've come to this lifetime for some other learning in this lifetime, which I'll share with you later. I mean, after this. But so I'm driving and I get to the house, and this is the same house of someone who was just a few days ago at my house saying that you're the only woman I love, and I don't want to live without you. Maharaj has me at his house and I ring the bell and nobody's there, but the dogs are there. But anyway, so he says, put the code in the garage and go in. So I put the code in, I go to the house and I see the TV's on, everything's okay. And I'm saying, oh, he's probably with his brother because his brother lives close by and he's probably here, he's probably there, he'll come back. So I'll surprise him. And I mean, look at my thought and look at the blessing that Maharaj had for me. And suddenly Guruji says, go to the bedroom. And I'm going to the bedroom and suddenly the energy shifted. Guruji says, you need to be strong for what you're about to see, son. You need to be strong. And I opened the door and the rest is not really needed. No judgment. Everybody's on a journey of their own. And may Maharaj bless everyone with what is best for them. But what Maharaj showed me at that moment just shook me, like to the core of me, that how is this possible that you are with another woman at this time, at this moment, 2 days later, 2 days before you said that. And then Guruji it's like he was wrapping me with his light. Like I could feel Guruji hugging me. Like, it's okay, it's okay. I had to show you. Otherwise you wouldn't move forward. I had to do this. As hard as it is, everything has a reason. Everything has a reason. I felt my heart just, breaking in pieces. And I was shook. I came out, I just drove home, and I sat in front of Maharaj like, how amazing are you that you saved me in this lifetime. And then he said, remember the dream I showed you? You didn't complete that in your previous lifetime. You put yourself down. Someone who was doing this, cheating on you and disrespecting you and not valuing the woman and the divine in you in a previous lifetime, you forgave. You came back in this life and you were about to do the same thing. And I had to show this to you. So through the divine book of Many Lives, Many Masters, Maharaj made it so clear that you don't come to pay debts only to yourself, but also to yourself. And in this lifetime, I had to learn to value myself, value the divine in me, because I'm always about forgiving others, just even those that disrespect me. And this is again before this learning. Those who don't value me, those who love me with condition, or not truly for the being that I am. And how Maharaj blessed me with another opportunity to come in this lifetime to pay that debt to myself. So I hope all these satsangs are made sense. It's all connected with the reading of Many Lives, Many Masters, the past life dreams that Maharaj has shown, relationship or not. I remember Maharaj showed me a past lifetime dream that I was standing with Maharaj in Dugrimander, but I was a man. So whatever, and in this book it's written that whatever divine knows that you need in your to assist you, to help you in this lifetime, those past life dreams will be shown to you. If you haven't seen them, it's not necessary for your journey to this day. Tomorrow you might be shown. So a lot of people reached out to me after the reading saying, how come I haven't seen dreams? It wasn't necessary for you. And it's very clear in this dream that he says, Guruji, in fact, himself, he says that I choose what you see, what you're shown. For me, Maharaj had to show me so much from my past life in this relationship, but also with himself, to realize that when somebody asks me how long, let's say, you've been connected to Maharaj, he scolds me and says, do not answer that, because I only know how many lifetimes. And it was only once that Maharaj, in one lifetime, he showed me that I was sitting, I was with him walking in Dugrimander, even though I've never physically in this lifetime walked in Dugrimander. So all I can say in my own journey up to this day, and I'll finish it, thank you so much after here. Thank you for being so patient with me. all I can say, so what I've learned so far by Maharaj is follow each of his commandments to the dot. Because one day I said to Guruji, Guruji, how do I truly thank you? He said, you can come and say thank you all you want to me, all you want. But if you're not following my commandments, it's all pointless to me. That's how my Sangha truly thank me, by following my commandments to the dot. That's how you thank me. Like for example, put it in your own. It's simple, right? Put it into your own relationship with your parents or your loved ones. You know, I can tell you I love you so much, and I care for you. But if I go and I hurt you, or I do things behind your back, uh, is that really, you know, it's all talk. So Maharaj says, if you really want to be thanking me, follow my commandments to the dot. And that's what I've learned, to each day have an opportunity to thank Maharaj by following his commandments, not just by saying it, by doing the work, by doing it. And being easy with myself, you know, being easy. I'm so, like, you know, loving towards other people, and so accepting and so forgiving, but also do that to myself. Again, that's why I took form, I believe, in this lifetime, to give that debt, pay that debt towards myself. I really know that. Accept myself, however I am, wherever I am, and to really know that nothing is in my control. Nothing, nothing. And if Maharaj has put this whole satsang together, walking my feet to that church, blessing me with, bringing me into this body this time as an Iranian, but coming to me even despite the distance, and you know, coming to me when he knew the student was ready in such a profound way that he can do anything. I don't need to chase anything. What's mine will come to me, just like how he came to me, just like how he walked my feet. What is yours will come to you. Um, whatever experience that he wants you to have, it will happen. Whatever he wants to enjoy through you, because ultimately he is in you. You know, the more you connect to him, it's all him. The guru is in you and you are him. Of course, never forgetting that you are not him. I think we know what we mean. It's the energy that takes place, but he's always the supreme, and he's the doer, and he's all grace and praise. All praise belongs to him. But I've learned so much by Maharaj, and the biggest satsang is, no matter how much I talk, it's the inner world perception change. Loving my father, accepting him the way that he is. You know, or anyone can talk and say whatever, criticize, blame, do whatever they want. It's like music to me now. This is the biggest satsang, you know, having no desire to react. Um, Somebody disrespected my mother. I didn't do anything. Maybe before Maharaj, I would have been like, it's my mother. How dare you? You know, it's like, okay, Maharaj sees everything. I'm not here to punish. God does. And he's the best punisher. So let him do. Surrendering it all. It's not just with our own lives, but with everything, you know, just truly surrendering it, letting him do what he does, flow in life, and uh, know that whatever is happening uh, by him. Everything is in his control, and love him with your heart. You don't need a swarup, you don't need anything. You know, everything is a tool. He's beyond that, and just love him with your heart. Be with him every moment. The autobiography of Yogi says, you know, meditation is not necessary. You know, it's just remembering him in everything that you do, and whatever that you do, just remembering him is enough. You can sit in meditation days in, days out, but you get up and you don't remember him. It's like, you know,